Hey, Hank, you think you can fly this thing?
Yeah, I can figure it out.
Hey guys, flight suits.
You got your warplane. Let's go to war.
Well, Grandma, what did you think of X-Men Apocalypse? Which, again, finds our mutant superheroes, the X-Men, in their sort of younger version, as we've been seeing in the more recent movies. And they're faced with sort of the first mutant, you might say, who dates back to ancient Egypt, who comes back to life and basically wants to destroy the world and start over again, which is not a good idea for most people nowadays. So the X-Men, again, need to try and stop him, and they go through all sorts of adventures and stuff trying to stop Apocalypse. So what did you think?
Well, I thought the title was very appropriate because there was so many apocalyptic things going on. Yes.
Things being destroyed all over the place.
Yes. Things exploding. In part of the story, Magneto uses his powers to, if you could imagine anything that it has any metallic quality to it all, being ripped loose and flying up into the sky.
Well, how was the movie?
That was I'm kind of ambivalent about it.
Ambivalent?
Yes, I'm not sure.
That's not a word we've heard before.
Well, I feel like I ought to like it more than I did, but I didn't really like it very much.
Okay.
I keep thinking, well, why didn't I like this more than I did?
Mm-hmm.
I like the interplay among the young people. I like the way that they support and help each other. Each of them has the same problem, if you want to call it a problem. They are different. When you're different, especially as a teenager, you have to learn to deal with that. Okay, I'm different. I'm not like all the other guys and girls.
All their various powers and
yes,
things.
what do I do with this? How am I supposed to live in the world, with this power?
Why are you ambivalent?
Well, I got tired of the apocalypse.
You're talking about the bad guy character Apocalypse, or all the destroying the world that went on?
Destroying, that got tiresome.
They're starting to run out of landmarks to destroy, you notice that?
All the collateral damage, I always think about those poor innocent people caught up in the exploding building or whatever it is, And that's bad enough the first or second time, but when you get to the 20th time,
right.
It's just too much apocalypse
Going
on. And I liked it when they got their teamwork together and helped each other in fighting the bad guy Apocalypse. But as far as the film goes, I didn't really care for it that much.
Okay.
What did you think?
Well, it's interesting. The movie sort of starts out as, unfortunately, a lot of these X-Men movies have sort of started out with a good amount of time spent sort of getting the band back together, you might say.
From wherever they are.
Because everybody's scattered all over the place and
living their lives.
Right, and then we spent the movie spent more than an hour where nothing really substantial happened. It's just, again, all the different characters all scattered around, sort of, again, eventually all getting back together. And I didn't particularly like having to go through all that again. Having said,
length of time.
having said that, once they sort of did get together, I warmed up to the movie a lot more. Again, the Apocalypse character, the 5,000-year-old bad guy, physically was not that imposing. Again, didn't seem to be all that sort of scary and somebody to worry about. However, again, as the movie went on, again, and he sort of showed more of his powers and what he was intending and that sort of thing, I got a little, got into him more as a adversary. Again, I thought that was working out better as the movie went on. I think, again, as the characters all got together and they sort of they got interplayed with each other. And they had more of a mission, and they actually, had something to accomplish. The movie got better. Again, I think it's not, again, perfect. It has, again, it really took really too long to get going.
Well, shall we ask our granddaughter?
You mean granddaughter Megan, who also went to the movie?
Yeah, granddaughter, is a 16-year-old looking at this movie with Grandma and Dad. So what do you think, Megan?
Well, I agree with what you said. I think that it took a long time for them to just get together and everything, but I enjoyed watching it, watching that part with all the different locations and everything. I thought that was cool. But then I thought that there's too many characters going, too many people just everywhere at the same time. Wolverine came out of nowhere and then he just sort of left.
Right.
It makes
That's
sense.
true. What happened to
It
him?
makes sense, but he just sort of ran into the forest, and I was like,
I
okay.
recognized him when the blades came out of his
Yeah,
hand.
I was like, I liked Quicksilver. He was funny.
There was a nice scene where he rescued everybody from the
Well, that's
exploding building.
actually.
Everything was so
It's
serious.
really good.
Yeah, Megan, actually, that's a good point. Again, other than Quicksilver, the movie has no real sense of humor.
Yeah.
Everybody is sort of glum and sort of has their problems, and again, you're right that is sort of a welcome change of pace in the movie from everything else.
Well, he's a lighter
But there's just
character.
so many big things going
So,
on.
Would you recommend the movie, Megan?
Wow. It's very long. Very, very, very long. So be prepared. Wear something comfortable. Bring a jacket or a blanket.
Like it? Would you recommend it?
Yeah. I think I would. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Thanks. What about you, Grandma? It doesn't sound to me like you're going to recommend it.
Well, it was too apocalyptic for me.
Okay.
too much destruction, and would I recommend it?
That was the question.
That was the question. No, this is a sideways thumb for me.
Well, it's not a down thumb.
It's not a down thumb.
Okay.
It's got some good points, and the characters were very good, and the actors were quite good. But no thumbs up, just thumb sideways.
I would recommend it, but again, this is another example of.
With
They
some caveats there.
Well, they have a lot of good characters and some good situations, and actually, it turns out a fairly good bad guy. But I don't know that they took advantage of it as much as they could have.